Dana, all right, we already had a heated rivalry in this main event, but we just added more fire with that face-off. I mean, I can see by your face, you've got to be pumped about this one.
I've been pumped for this fight for a long time. I've been calling this the fight of the year. And, you know, now that I'm here and you know, those two staring down today, you know, we're one day away. And you can literally cut the tension with a knife here. It's like, this is what I love about fighting. This is what I live for, man. And I can't wait for this main event tomorrow night.
Yeah, because also, obviously, yes, they're rivals here, but stylistically, they're such different but powerful athletes once they're inside the octagon. In terms of the matchup itself, I mean, what are your expectations for what we could see for this scheduled 5 rounds?
Yeah, this is Megan. When you get to, you know, the World Championship, you're both undefeated. You're both in your prime. You know, you know, I wouldn't say that these guys really have bad blood with each other. They're both supremely confident that they can beat each other, and you know, which stirs up, you know, the tension that you feel in a room right now. And stylistically, this matchup is so awesome because if you look at Adesanya, he stays on the outside and tries to pick you apart. He's answered all the questions from the critics. What happens when he gets in there with a wrestler and he tries to take him down? Answered that one. He has no power. He answered that. You know, what happens when he gets into deep water? We've seen that fight too. And now he's going in against a guy who puts nonstop pressure on you, has a good chin, comes forward, and has vicious knockout power in both hands. And then yesterday they got into it about the jiu-jitsu. Yeah. And, you know, Costa had his black belt on today and tried to hand Adesanya a white belt. So it doesn't get any better than this, man. I just cannot wait for this fight.
Yeah, and it's not the only title fight on this card. You know, we are so fortunate here that we also see Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz. I mean, this is also such an intriguing matchup at light heavyweight. Longtime champion Jon Jones stepped away, this one for the vacant title. That face-off also had a little bit of heat on it. And that one also stylistically, such a unique matchup.
That stare down was like the when you think of a textbook stare down, two guys stare, it was just like incredible. But yeah, it's a great fight. You know, Reyes comes out of that tough fight with Jon Jones. You know, a lot of people thought he won that fight. He thinks he won that fight, and now he's going to get his shot at the title. And Jan, you know, coming off a great performance to get this shot too. A very fun fight. I know the card has sort of been overshadowed because the main event is so good, but this whole main card is incredible.
Absolutely, I've got to agree with you. But Dana, before I let you go, we've mentioned Jon Jones here. He was, of course, the champion at 205 for a very long time. Do you have any idea on what his future looks like here with UFC? Could he be competing soon, or anything that you've seen?
I don't. You know, I obviously don't know what's going on with him. He and I haven't talked. But, you know, if you're Jon Jones right now, I think, listen, what more does Jon Jones have to prove or to accomplish? I mean, I still say it today. I think he's right here, right now, today. He's the GOAT of this sport. And he sits back, he watches this. Maybe he comes back and watches somebody win and maybe defend. Then he comes back and tries to take it again. Or does he go up to heavyweight? Or does he retire? There's not much left for him to prove. So I don't know. Only he can answer that question, and I haven't talked to him.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. Well, this is an absolutely stellar card here, especially this co-main and main. Can't wait for it. Dana, we appreciate your time. We'll see you at the fights.
Thank you.
Thanks.